Okay, so this video is just me putting this in, which is the ignition assembly for the 95 Jeep Cherokee. I just wanted to do a real-time video of me actually doing this. And it is nighttime because I don't always do things when it's daytime. But I have the dome light on in here, flashlight should be good. One of the things I recommend is for you to disconnect the battery cable before doing this, but I don't think I'm going to blow myself up, and I wouldn't have the dome light if I took the battery cable off. So this is just me start to finish. We're removing the bottom screw on the fascia. That is another torque security screw. I'll put that up here. I'll put it in here, I guess. And then we unscrew the tilt wheel lever on this side, which you probably can't see. You probably can't see any of this shit because it's dark. But this is just more to let you see how much time it takes to do this once you have your ignition assembly assembled. And because everybody else always makes this stuff look easy, I want you to see how it goes real time with somebody who really doesn't know what the hell they're doing. Like me. Oh, there's another screw there. See, those videos only tell you there's one screw, but there's more screws. Let's hope this is the same type of screw. Try to get them or not. Oh, you're way in there, aren't you? I wanted to do this in one take, but looks like I gotta go fetch me another screwdriver. There's all 3 holes here. Alrighty, pausing, and we'll be back. Okay, took a few moments of looking for the right screwdriver. Let me get this focused. Okay, so luckily these are not security bit because I don't have any security bit ones on a regular screwdriver head. This is a T15, and there are 3 of them, not 1. And they're a bit deep. So don't expect to be able to do this with a socket. You're going to need at least a 3-inch screwdriver to get in there and grab them. But we're back to real-time disassembly with a minor tool fetch and delay. Alright, there's our lower piece. There's our screw. These look like they're a little bit shorter on the ends and the one was in the middle. Drop that over there. Now the reason why we're doing this is because my wife was getting stranded because her key wasn't turning. So I figured it'd be a good idea to let her key turn. Also went to drive this thing today and I put my Dodge truck key in here by mistake, and it didn't even think twice about it. So just putting this back in. So I think having this wheel tilted down is going to make a difference in me being able to remove this cover. Yeah, this is easy in the dark. Alright, lower your tilt wheel before you start doing this. This thing was right there. Thing seems to be a bit harder to come out than you would think it would be here. And if I break it, my wife will beat me. Ah, all the way down, not just most of the way down. Ta-da! Okay. So, my suffering has let you know that you must have it fully in the down position in order to be able to get that top cover off on this here 1995 Jeep Cherokee Laredo. Alright, now we're going to try and get these off, which I believe should be a security bit. Again, at least according to the videos that I've seen. And again, we're doing this with power because I like having light. There's one connector on this side here. Easy. And there's another connector underneath this, which I saw a great video of a girl hot wiring her Jeep. Let me show you how to get these buggers off. It's very handy if this happens to you and you're having to be stuck somewhere. And I brought a flathead screwdriver with me. And I should say. Basically, to get this far, We removed the fascia. The bottom 3 bolts are T15, regular, not security. The bolts on the ignition assembly are T20s. What we're doing is we are installing this ignition assembly, which is 2 parts that I've put together inside the house, because no need to do it out here. You got your key lock and your switch, 2 separate parts. You do need this bit, which you probably can't see because it's dark, but I did another video about that little bit right there. So now that we've gotten this far, we have our T20 security bit to remove the 3 screws on here. I have already removed the connector that turns the glow ring on, I believe it's called. I have not yet removed the bottom connector, but I will do that once this is down and a bit easier to get to. And the purpose of this video is to show you how long this takes to do in real time, experiencing real problems, which I frequently do. Which means I probably should put the middle one on there. Which is me basically just trying to figure out what the hell screwdriver fits in this here particular hole. Because that is part of life. And in case I do leave out the other videos, one thing we discovered is this must be fully down in order to remove the top panel. Alright, bottom screw. Looks like it is skinnier. Well, maybe they're all the same. Oh, I'll keep the bottom screw separate just in case it's not. Well, they are all T20 heads. Now this thing should, in theory, pull straight out. Yay! Now I can remove this coupler. It has little plastic annoying clips on it. There you are. I'm doing this at night because I was watching football and hockey and shit during the day. And trying to figure out how to put that assembly together. And then I got dark. So we're doing this at night. There we go. Alrighty. We got the doo-hickey off. And pull it back up here. So that is your shit that's inside your ignition. Not sure what any of that does, but as you notice, I never put a key in this. And the ignition is now off completely. It looks like this thing had a set screw in here. Oh, well, that might have been part of an issue there. That's wobbly as all hell. It looks like somebody used almost the same part set that I had. Alright, well, that's your old one. New one, you want to make sure, as every other video shows, 3 o'clock straight down. And we're going to just shove it right in the same hole that it came out of. Little hole down in here that apparently this thing's going to get into. We're in the right position, huh? Not sure why that is being so difficult. I'm gonna pull that around one. Bear with me, bear with me. That is where it is. Ah, okay. You might not be where you're supposed to be though. Okay, apparently this little bit here freely moves to wherever it wants to be, and it probably moved a bit when I was taking that old one out. So I'm gonna push that up there a little bit. So it's about halfway between those two screws. Still hitting, going in. There, well, there. You going? Are you going? Okay, this thing slid down again. Bring you up. Stay. You halfway between. Make sure the old one don't fit in, and this one does. Alrighty. Why the hell aren't you going in your hole? Go in that hole or go around that thing and slot it? No, actually, I might as well put you on while I got you here. Do this connector up. Because it's going to be harder to do later. Way to push that thing. If you haven't already fast forwarded, you probably should have. Trying to figure out why this thing ain't going in the damn hole. It's just like watching people suffer. Yeah. It does say take out of it. I can't have anything to do with it. It's not hitting this one up front. It's not even getting that far. That bottom key thing is not going in its freaking hole. I do not know why. It's like not even coming close. I'm missing by like a ½ inch here. Aha, you can reach that from behind. Okay, that's good to know. That little slidey thing in there, ha 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 ha. You can stick your finger in this little hole here and move that little thing that wants to keep pivoting on you back into place. Am I in? I think I might be in. Let me get one screw in here before this whole thing falls apart. So I guess it was the top piece that was keeping me out. So sticking my finger back in here, managed to clear that issue up. Bottom one was this one. Not sure if that one was actually any different or not, but I'm still just putting them back in the same order I took them out. Just getting them kind of in there now, make sure everything actually fits like it should. That's firming up there. Good, good, good. Well, shit. If I had the right tools and a few more brain cells, I probably would have been done 10 minutes ago. Or if I knew what tools to have when I came out here. And T20 security for this, the assembly, T15 standard for the bottom 3 bolts, not 1 bolt like that other video shows, 3 bolts on a 95 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. Alrighty. Shit, I think it's together. Put that doo-hickey back in. Hey, it glows. Let's see if it freaking works. Function test time. Wipers work. I think we have success. This one you got to press in to remove the key. The other one, old one, you didn't. Well, we'll figure that out eventually, I would assume. Accessory works. A little bit of friction going in and out. I might throw a bit of ballastol in there. Seems like that should be easier. That's what you get for 12-15 bucks on Rock Auto, I guess. And it doesn't move when you don't want it to. Does not accept a foreign key. Which is good. because I could start this with my Dodge truck key. Cool. Alright, now let's just put this damn thing back together again. It should be the 3 screws I put down in here. T15, which should be this bugger. Top plate, because it's got the hazard light hole on it. Bottom plate. Let me get a screw here. For these screws, I don't know if you can see this or not in this light. Long screw is in the middle. The 2 with like the plastic eating threads are on the sides. All T15. Put the middle one in first. And now you gotta stay up here. Okay. Apparently it's easier to take the top plate out when you got it all the way down, and it's easier to put the bottom plate in when you got it all the way up. I guess that makes a little bit of sense. And we'll put this guy, put our handle back in. I honestly don't know who would watch this entire video. If you are watching, I hope you fast forwarded. Aren't you moving? There we go. Okay, all the way up. I'd probably be talking to myself anyways if I was doing this, so might as well let somebody listen to me. Now there's a long screw, T15. Get this one in first. This is the machine threaded one. Yeah. Line up in there. She's going now. So this one feels like it's actually going into the bottom of the steering column, whereas the other 2 just connect the 2 pieces of plastic together. Ain't that glow pretty? That's a very pretty glow. That makes all this work worthwhile. Okay, get down back in there. Good. That side down. Now we'll get the plastic threaded screws with the bitey grip. Throw that way the hell up there. In case you're just at the end of this video because you skipped all the boring shit in the middle, you cannot do this with a regular bit driver. You do need a T15 screwdriver with at least about 3 inches of reach. And holy shit, I think it's done. Still works. Don't want to lose these or I'll be doing this shit all over again. Alrighty. And this same solution will work for you if you lost your keys, because you do not need the ignition key at all to replace this part, or these parts. About 30 bucks in parts at Rock Auto. I hope this helps somebody. Kind of doubt it, but have a good one.